In last class, I explained that is characteristics and importance of directing. Today in this class, I am going to explaining you that is principles of directing. This principles of directing you can expect for 8 marks in the examination. Providing good and effective directing is a challenging task as it involves many complexity. That means the directing function to be an effective, it has to be face many challenging tasks or many difficult activities in an organization. And also a manager is dealing with a workers or subordinate. The subordinate a worker having a different background and expectations, and the manager they want to reach their organizational goal. This principles of directing which helps to manager to reach that organizational goal or target. Let us learn more about that principles of directing. There are the 8 principles of directing. First one, maximum individual contribution. Second one, harmony of objective. And point number 3 are third principles, unity of command. Fourth one, appropriateness of direction technique. Fifth one, managerial communication. Next one, use of informal organization. And seventh one, leadership. And last one, follow through. Let us learn one by one principles in detail. First one, maximum individual contribution. That means this principle emphasizes that directing technique must help every individual in organization to contribute his maximum potential for achievement of organizational objective. That means the maximum individual contribution principle which helps to that each and every individual in an organization, the individual he has to contribute maximum potential or maximum performance to the organization. With this they can achieve that organizational goal. It is called maximum individual contribution. How it possible? That means the manager they want to get a more performance from the employees. What they want to do, they want to motivate an employee. How they want to motivate? By giving rewards. It may be that monetary rewards or non-monetary rewards, in a way that they want to motivate an employee to contribute his maximum efforts for the organization. He or she may feel that their efforts will bring them suitable rewards. That means if you work well, you are responsible, you are suitable to get rewards. Even the maximum or individual will going to give maximum contribution. This principle called maximum individual contribution. Next we're going to learn second principle is harmony of objective. That means very often we find that individual objective of employee, the organizational objective, they have to understand are the conflict in each other. That means for example, the individual they want to feel that the organizational objective is personal objective. If they feel that they can achieve that organizational goals, is called harmony of objective. Either for example, employee may expect that attractive salary and monetary benefit to fulfill or to satisfy his personal needs. That means even if that organization may expect employees to improve productivity to achieve that expected profit. For two things, even that employee should understand if they want salary or if they want monetary reward, they want to work more. Even if that the organization when they get more performance from the employee, they want to give a much and better facilities and salaries and monetary reward to the employees. With this, the principles of harmony objective we can reach is called harmony of objective. Next one, unity of command. This principle insists that a person in the organization should be receive instruction from only one superior only. That means this already I have explained in the Henry Fayol principles. That means in an organization they have that group of person. For that group of person only they should have only one boss, many superiors, or one boss, they have given the instruction to the superiors. The instruction should be followed by the superior, and even if that superior is nothing but boss, that means one boss should give instruction to the subordinate. Here they can reduce this, even if that they can reduce as a confusion or conflict among the organization. This may lead to effective direction in the directing function, and also it is one of the very important principles in directing. Next one, appropriateness of direction technique. That means according to this principle, appropriate motivational and leadership technique should be used while directing the people based on subordinate needs and capabilities, attitudes, and other situational variable. That means the manager should understand what the need or what the employee they want. According to that, they want to keep on motivate with using of certain leadership qualities by the manager. And also if they identify the personal need, or they can fulfill that need by giving rewards in an organization, in that appropriate direction function technique will be followed by the manager, is called appropriateness of direction technique. Next we're going to see that managerial communication. That means effective managerial communication, all the levels in the organization makes direction effective. That means even if that directing should be convey clear instruction to create total understanding to subordinate through proper feedback. That means what the manager will going to give instruction to the subordinate, that instruction will be very clearly, and even if that the employee should understand very easily what they want to do in a organization, and this communication will be applicable for all the levels of a management in the organization. With this we can make a direction function is more effective, is called managerial communication. Next one, use of informal organization. I already explained that is informal organization in the second function, that is organizing function. That means use of informal organization means a manager should be realize that informal groups or organizational exist within every formal organization. He should spot and make such organization for effective directing. That mean the manager should realize in informal groups, they have that some informal groups in an organization within every formal organization. That means formal organization is nothing but this organization is designed, or this structure is designed by the top level management to achieve that organizational goals. Even if that the organization should give some freedom to the employees or subordinate, they want to talk each other, even they should have good understanding among them, and also the manager should spot the make them such use of the organization. This informal organization should be more effective in a direction function. It is called use of informal organization. And next, more important principles in the directing is leadership. That means while directing the subordinate, manager should exercise the good leadership, as it can influence subordinate positively without causing dissatisfaction among them. Even one of the best quality is in a leadership, or one of the best element in a directing is called leadership. That means with the leadership the organization can reach anything, but this should be very friendly among the employees, and also the employee should not feel the dissatisfaction. That means they should have that very positive nature without having that dissatisfaction among them. And also manager should motivate with a very friendly nature and very social nature, as it can influence and can reach that their goal in the organization. It is called leadership. And last principle is called follow through. That means giving of an order is not sufficient. Manager should follow it up by reviewing continuously whether the orders are being implemented according to any problems are being encountered. That means the manager will going to give an instruction or order to the subordinate. It is not a very big thing, or it is not a great job by giving only the order. They want to check whether it is the order has been implemented or what. Even if they have that any mistake, or if they want any difficult, they want to modify. That means the manager, they want to modify, it should be give a proper direction to work by the subordinate in a way that the employee should follow through by giving good order or by showing the good way to work in an organization by the manager. It is called follow through. With all those principles, the direction function may be effective, more effective. We can reach the organizational goal. Is called principles of directing. Next class I'll going to explaining you that is elements of direction or elements of directing.